Let's talk about how much it actually costs to start a candle business, because the numbers that you see online are not realistic. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, it's Carrie. I'm the founder of Couture Home and Body. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. On this channel, I like to share my journey being a small business owner, candle maker, perfume maker, all of the things. And of course, you know I love my fragrance oil, so you can check out all of my reviews, my first impressions on Blotter, how it performed in wax, and of course, I am always opening up my WIC notes to share with you how and why things did or did not perform well in my soy wax. So let's get into the true cost of starting a candle business. So you can technically start for very little, but that's not the same thing as starting a business. So I'm going to break this into 3 different levels so you actually understand what you're getting into. Let's start with the first level, called the starter level. All right, y'all, this is the absolute bare minimum to get started. You can expect to spend anywhere from $200 to $400. So I've got some notes here and we're going to just jump right into it. All right, wax. Look to spend anywhere from $40 to $80. That's including shipping and tax. My advice to you is start with one wax. You don't want to buy multiple waxes just yet. You're just trying to learn, how does this one perform? Do I really love candle making? Is this what I want to do? And you are going to find anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds, depending upon the supplier. I would not suggest you get any less than that. If you buy 1 pound at a time, it's going to cost you even more. All right, the next one, which is probably the most fun part of candle making, is fragrance oils. You're going to look to spend around $50 to $75. You need more than just 1 to 2 oils. You want to aim to get about a dozen sample bottles. So depending upon where you're sourcing, those are going to be 1 to 2 ounces each, depending on the supplier. If you can, go for the 2 ounces to give you a little bit more oil to work with, but 1 ounce is totally doable. So these samples are going to give you enough variety so that you can actually test and learn. Pro tip that I have for you is companies like Candle Science offer a free sample with a min purchase. So for Candle Science, I believe it's $25, and you can absolutely meet that threshold if you're popping 11 samples into your cart. So you can get the 12th one for free, or just grab a 13th one and you get it for free. Flaming Candle, Cal Candle, they offer free samps. I'm not sure what the min purchase is though. Stick with one supplier because you just want to test a bunch from different scent categories and you can nail that. I mean, for all of us, I think most of us, it started with Candle Science. They have such a gorgeous array, a huge array in all the scent categories. And they make it easy. You can even sort by scent category on their fragrance oil finder. That is my recommendation to you. Though, if you have a candle supplier that is close to you, order from them. It'll be even cheaper. And if you can go in and pick it up, that is aces. Jars are going to cost you anywhere from $30 to $60. And I highly recommend that you buy from a candle supplier. Don't buy from Amazon. Start with about a dozen or 2 dozen jars. These can be smaller tester jars. I like the 4-ounce jelly jar because you can make a ton of candles and you can keep reusing that glass. You don't have to buy huge jars. You will just end up using more supplies, more raw materials, more wax, more oil, more wicks. Because the idea here is that you want to test, you aren't trying to sell, right? You're just trying to figure out everything. How your wax performs, how the oils perform, do you like them, etc. You can't make a candle without wicks and wick stickers, and so that is going to run you $30 to $50. These are all approx, depending upon where you source, so this could fall in between that $200 to $400 range total. So pick 1 to 2 wick series max to start. If you can, get a small sampler pack. That way you've got a whole bunch to work with. And I think if you are going to try a few different wick series, just get a few different sizes because there's no way to know. And you're going off the supplier recommendation on your jar diameter. So if you're doing a tester jar, you are going to be looking at smaller wick sizes in whatever series it is. My emphasis to you is don't buy everything. Don't buy every wick series and size. It is an absolute waste of money. All right, to make candles, you're going to need some tools, and you can look to spend anywhere from $50 to $100. Now, this is going to be a basic scale. You'll need a thermometer, some pouring pitches, and some beakers to put your to measure out your fragrance oil in. I recommend using the thermometer as your stirring tool. So you'll have one in your boiler, and then you'll have another one in your pouring pitcher. It's always good to have a couple of thermometers to use like that, stirring and for temp measuring. Now you can, and I've seen this as well when people start, instead of buying like glass or silicone beakers for the fragrance oil, they buy disposable cups. Now, it's going to cost you in the long run anyway, especially if you plan to keep doing this, because you want to be able to reuse those beakers. Also, with the paper, the fragrance oil, if you leave it sitting for too long, the fragrance oil is going to eat through it very quickly, and now you're losing fragrance oil. It's going to spill out onto the counter. How do I know that? So that is about $200 to $400, depending upon what you get. And for this starter level, reminder, it is just testing. This is just testing. It's where you're learning. It's not where you're selling. All right, the next level, I'm going to call this the realistic start. So here, you're going to look to spend anywhere from $500 to $1,000. Now, this is where most people should be starting, but if you're a hobbyist, everything I just talked about previously is a fantastic place to start. So for wax, you're going to look to spend around $100 to $200, and that really is after you've already committed to learning one. You know this is the wax that you're going to use and you've picked it, and that includes shipping. If you are shopping somewhere like Delceria or Makesy, where they have these like marketed luxury waxes, you are going to spend well over $200 with shipping. Well, with Makesy, I think you get free shipping over, is it $149 now? You want to buy a full case of one wax. So that's going to be 44, 45 pounds. All right, fragrance oils, look to invest $100 to $250. This is post-testing. Now, the caveat here is you're not buying 16-ounce bottles of fragrance oil. Look to buy the 8-ounce bottles of scents that you tested, performed well, and you enjoy. And these are going to work for your line, right? You want to stay lean here. And I know you're hearing me say, but it's cheaper for the 16-ounce. You're right. But these are untested. These haven't been sold yet. If you buy 16-ounce bottles of 10 fragrances and only 2 of them perform well, what are you doing with the others? Sure, you can try to blend them, whatever. Like, there are solutions, but for this exercise, I want you to be lean and think lean. Think like a business owner. It's going to cost more now, but we need to prove it to get it into market, right? These scents did perform well. If you're planning on keeping them, you can then invest in, when you run out of the oil, a 16-ounce bottle instead. If you have an oil and the supplier doesn't offer an 8-ounce, I would think about that in terms of your cost. I don't know. I think it's tricky. For the most part, when I have ones that I'm blending, even me now, I will buy the 8-ounce bottle because I'm using 1 or 2 other oils. I don't need a 16-ounce bottle because it's being reduced by half or a third. Stay lean. Don't jump to 1-pound bottles yet. I know. So jars, now we are getting into, these are the ones that I want to sell. This is the brand color, whatever, right? You're going to look to spend anywhere from $100 to $250, and you want to get 24 plus jars. Let's say 24 to 48, depending, from a candle supplier. With shipping and tax, you want a consistent size to simplify your wicking. So if you've graduated from your testers and now you have the big jars, from that couple dozen jars, you're going to take a dozen of those and set those aside, and those are gonna be your dedicated tester jars, because you can keep reusing them, you can keep using them. So you're not, the rest of the jars are gonna be for sale, and you'll break those up depending if you have 4 cents that you're launching with or 6 cents that you're launching with. But make sure you have enough tester jars so that you can pour multiple at a time to help expedite the testing process. All right, Wix, this is so variable. I have allocated $30 to $60 because it's tempting to want to buy the 1,000-piece box, but go for the 100-piece bag. And that is going to reflect you've already tested this Wix series and these Wix sizes. This is what you're using. This is what you know. Buy the 100-pack. If you have an option to get 25, I would still go for the 100, because Wix are not super expensive, but you know, I think it can be anywhere from $10 to $15 per bag. Again, only buy the series and the sizes that you know you'll need for your jars. You don't need sampler packs anymore. All right, packaging, you are going to look to spend $50 to $150, and this is on just your basic labels, simple packaging, like just a box to put your candle in if you're using it. Nothing custom here yet. Always the goal. But you do, labels are expensive. They're pretty expensive. My pro tip to you is you can use online labels. They're great. Avery is great. You will find that you can save a lot of money when you buy Avery labels on Amazon. They're oftentimes cheaper, and then you get the free shipping. Whereas Avery, there's a min, otherwise you have to pay for shipping. So that's my pro tip to you. Check Amazon, even for online labels. There's another brand that I use called Premium Labels. They all use the same exact templates that Avery uses. All right, so that roughly is $500 to $1,000, and this is where you are starting to dial in your products for sale. All right, let's talk about the top tier. This is your business ready cost tier. How much? $1,500 to $3,000 plus dollars. Again, this is all an estimate. Really depends on where you live, what taxes are like, and where you're sourcing. Pro tip for all of this: if you have a supplier that is close to you or within driving distance, go there. The closer the supplier is to you, usually it's cheaper to pay for your materials. Wax, again, we're looking at $100 to $200 per case. So if you are ready in that sort of producing a lot more candles, you're going to want to look to buy multiple cases, which can quickly turn into $200 to $600 depending on your volume. Fragrance oils. You're looking at around $200 to $500, because now your scaling has proven sense. You know what's selling. So those 6 cents that you bought previously, 4 are bangers. Everyone loves them. So now you've swapped out the other 2. You've got 6 core fragrances. You are buying larger bottles. You're not buying samples. It is dealer's choice on, do I go 16 ounce or am I buying a 3 pound or a 5 pound? Really take a moment to weigh that out. Calculate how many of these do I have to sell to use up this oil? Or am I using this oil as a blender for other things as well? And am I using this oil for other products that are not just candles? Am I also making room sprays? Am I also making wax melts? Like if you have a product line where you like to offer 1 scent and multiple applications, it's probably worth to buy more when it's proven. You know, people love, and they're buying all of the different products, right? All right, packaging. This is also so very variable. I have $200 to $600 because you can buy some really simple, nice custom boxes with branded labels that you do yourself. So you get nice boxes, you buy the labels, you put them on yourself. You're not having them sublimated or whatever. You're sort of cutting out that like super craftsman, super custom pot. If not, it's going to cost you more, but this is my estimate for these types of things. This is where your product starts to look like a brand, right? The brand that you've envisioned and that you're creating. All right, let's talk about equipment. This one is also quite variable. Look to spend $150 to $400 or so for sure you are purchasing a wax melter. And I think you should buy a wax melter that was created for candle makers, and that is a Tuato wax melter line. I think if you are just still starting, maybe you want to get the 5 liter or the 10 liter. Depends upon how many candles you're making. I have an affiliate link down below. It'll help save you money. I get a little bit back, just your way to show your support. If you find this video helpful, I appreciate it. I have all Tuatos. I have swapped all of my melters to Tuatos, and I absolutely love them. It has a spout at the bottom so that you don't have to tilt it to get every last bit of wax. You're going to get it no matter what, just based on the design. I have a full video breaking down all the wax melters that I use in my studio. If you want to check it out, it is right here. So, other equipment is upgraded tools, better scales, more tools, so you'll need more pouring pitches and more beakers for your fragrance oil. You basically are refining your studio, your making space to have a more efficient setup. So the total here for your business ready level is around $1,500 to $3,000 plus. Again, it's so variable. It just really does depend on what you need, what types of things you're buying, and where you're sourcing it from. So this is where you are beyond testing to figure out your line. I mean, testing never ends, so don't mistake that. Testing never ends, but this is where you are in the start selling phase. What people forget with getting started with candle making is that testing costs money. It costs a lot of money. So be prepared and know what you're getting into. You are going to pour candles that don't work. You are going to buy oils that you don't use. I know. That's why we have D-Stash groups. And you're going to be redoing things over and over and over, multiple times. The cost, once you get into business ready, business selling stage, that cost does not disappear. If anything, it scales because you're scaling, and it's all part of creating and building your business. Most people don't fail because of startup cost. They fail because they didn't budget for testing. You don't need thousands of dollars to start, but you do need to spend enough to do it right, and you want to do it right. Cheap startup costs lead to expensive mistakes. So if you're sourcing everything from Amazon, that is not a brand. So you can buy Freedom Soy Wax on Amazon. It's a great wax. What I'm saying is unknown wax, unknown wicks, unknown oils. Source from a candle supplier, a reputable candle supplier, so that you are not starting behind the 8 ball and you're not spending more money than you should. If you're already making candles, I want to know, share with the class, what did it actually cost you to get started? And did you take your journey through like test, startup, mid-tier, business tier? I'm super curious to know. It's again, it's so variable, and all of our journeys are very, very different. So drop it in the comments below. I'm curious, other folks here that are watching, we all learn from each other. So I would love to know what your experience has been. And as always, I appreciate y'all for being here. I will see you in the next one. Bye.